to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Rebels offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Grab near the marker. It's Marks. At the 45 on his way. There he goes down the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you add my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So NC State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they created a negative play.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And as quarterbacks, you've got to be aware of secondary pressure. You've got to know when these three safeties, they start creeping towards the line of scrimmage, that they might get involved. You've got to have an answer for it, and the QB didn't have one that time.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. if you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. They'll go to the ground. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Offense in a split backfield. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Find some fresh air. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Using the quick game. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The play-action fake. Got his man quickly. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's the way to catch it, big fella.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's long.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that outlet.
And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's long. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the sling.
The Rebels are flying down the field. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's lost. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Wolfpack line up, facing third and approximately half a mile. Jones to throw. He wants to take the top off. He's got it up to 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Roach. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through it, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Jones wants to throw it. Snags it over the middle.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man in the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That pulls them to within 15. 28-13 the score.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Marks. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that one.
And the Rebels looking to convert on 4th down. He might want another play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Makes the grab. It's long. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How many first downs is that alone? You know, just on this drive, the defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Caught over the middle. It's long. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal. Give them tackle to the ground.
They'll give it to the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to blast their way in. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Jones to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. NC State going up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him.
There he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half, and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So, good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. Listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the...
Makes a grab for a big play. He's loose down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Long near the sticks. It's Roach. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. They'll immediately call timeout. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Under fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Bring in the heat. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Wolfpack will have first and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm.
Oh, he's got some He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. And wings it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got it behind the line. It's Jordan. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The Wolfpack had to settle for the field goal.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll run play action. Firing to the right, complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got it in the middle. It's long. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Marks. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Marks. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're...
Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal man who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Here's the give off the left side. Oh, he's got a chance.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Jones to throw. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. Shakes off the defender. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to do.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. Got his man on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's long. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense. motion from the wide receiver. Jones wants to throw it. Drills him with the stiff arm. And he's brought down after a nice gain. NC State quick to the line. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
With the catch, it's Roach. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here comes the hurry up.
The game plan was to come in and throw the football and to attack this defense vertically down the field. I'd say they've done just that. This QB now has close to 500 passing yards.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball marked at the 26. It's first and 10. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up.
Turning it on! Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Jones to throw. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Wolfpack. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's long. Brings him to the open. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. I know thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. Grabs it in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
After that incompletion on third down, you're not quite in panic mode yet on offense, but the sense of urgency is really ratcheting up because you're down 2 possessions, not a lot of time left on the clock. You have got to find your best playmaker right here on fourth down. This could be the game.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that